Hi Aries, welcome to your energy update. So I'm going to do another reading for you and we'll just see what's going on in the energies. I hope all of you are well. I hope everything is good in your world. Sending you blessings, love, light, positive energy, and protection. Okay. Let's see. Let's give us a card for Aries. Let's do an energy update. I'm looking to see if my lights are still on. Some of you you went on a trip somewhere where going on this trip was like when you go on one of those trips from hell, like a family trip that's just unpleasant in every way. And it's very difficult for you to think about positive things or anything good that came out of this. It's almost like it was like a dream trip. Like, this is my dream trip. I'm going to this place and it didn't go well. Where you're like, no. And it's hard to not think about it, or to, it's like something that could be in your way, blocking the relationship or blocking something. The important thing to think about is that this bond that you have with a person is like a lifetime bond. Like, this is like a family friend or friend or someone where you're like, okay, even if it went poorly, it's like, I've known that if you've known this person your whole life, why would you let that spoil the situation? Oh. It was very disheartening. Something about the situation is like you were dealing with extreme opposites. And this is like very... someone is your extreme opposite, and this ruined motivation. Somehow motivation was affected. It's like, I'm not motivated anymore. Ooh, it is going to improve. Yikes. Wow. This may have even hurt your ego a little bit. Like, somebody may have been mean to you. They could have even like insulted you, because it says your ego was hurt, but it was very grand. Like, everything about it was very over the top. You are coming into fame. You may have gone something like somewhere on a cruise, or something around travel over water could have been a thing. It could have been a cruise. It was very elegant, very over the top. This person may have opposed everything you did. They may have been in opposition. It may have been a test of your patience because someone's appeared or was or is lazy. Like, there's something about a test of your patience with someone who's lazy. Like, you may have had like a whole thing planned out. Like, I'm going to do this, 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 this. And they're like, I don't want to do any of it. And you're like, what? You're afraid that you're almost like, I'm just going to say it was good to keep the peace. I'll say, wow, that was the best trip of my life. Meanwhile, you're like, I'm doing this just to keep the peace. But you know that that's false. You're like, this is false. This is not accurate. Wow. You're showing this person grace. So you may be like, okay, I'm being graceful. But you're aware of how lazy this person was or is. Whoever it is, laziness is playing a big factor here. Like, an unwilling to like do anything. it says neglectful and lazy, but you're showing them divine grace. You're submitting to a higher order, like you're following a plan or a path of God's will. This person may have been very angry, rebellious, hateful, whatever. I was just going to say this. Maybe you're dealing with an atheist. You didn't know this, perhaps? I don't know. It's there saying revelation is part of the problem. So you didn't know. You didn't know they're an atheist. They are rejecting spirit. I don't know. Oh, wow. Okay. You being very discerning was a problem for you. Like making a very smart choice was a problem because you may have been afraid to upset this person, or discernment was part of the challenge because of a cowardly action. Oh. Spiritual wisdom is difficult because this person used black magic. Or they do turn to black magic. Interesting. Or you could have turned to black magic. I don't know. Black magic is what you're aware of, but spiritual wisdom was lacking. Oh my goodness. Something is growing, but there may have been a person that said, this is fruitless. This is a waste of time. They're very lazy because you're aware of that somebody felt like you do fruitless labor. It's hard to discern or figure out. Okay, so some of you could be an influencer. You could be someone who just makes money on TikTok, and someone is like, they're the ones who, the person externally to you, so external meaning not you, is lazy, and it was a test of your patience. However, you are going to complete your mission. There is someone who was disregarding or disrespectful of rules. Okay, so you are coming into fame, grandeur, ego, and hatred were part of the problem. Longevity is what you wanted, but it didn't work out, or you're aware it didn't work out. It was, so I feel like what that message is saying is to be honest with yourself. Like, just to be honest with yourself and say, you're like trying to say that everything is fine because you don't want to upset someone. Meanwhile, it was not. It was horrible, maybe. So what do we have here coming in for Aries? The public party, the wedding. Ooh, the ring of commitment and the man. This definitely looks like a wedding or some kind of wedding energy. You have a choice, going up the staircase to a higher level. The death. So there is something closing out. Life changing. The child in reversed. Okay, we have the letter. The King of Pentacles. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Purity reversed. You want a sacrifice? Or you fear sacrifice? You get the man, the humble man with the rose. Part of the commitment is the problem. What is coming with the letter or the messaging? Long distance, travel, and then we have here the wish coming true and the fate. They were reversed. Taking a chance, rolling the dice. And the message was reversed. So that could be, you know, problematic. I didn't think I had reversals in this deck. There are a few. Yeah, I wasn't using reversals, but I don't know why some are here. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we're right at the end of Saturn in retrograde, which is lessons to be learned, and it is called the whip. At the end of the cycle of Saturn retrograde, before it goes direct, it's called the tail, or the whip of the tail, because it's the tail end that gives you that last final lesson where you're like, whoa, okay, never do that again. Spirit, please show us what's coming in for Aries. What do they need to see or acknowledge? Messages for Aries. Okay, it's starting to move. The cup of emotions overflowing. So you're dealing with feelings. 6 of air. Avoiding staying out of smooth sailing is a way, moving it. 10 of cups. Family energy. Queen of air. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You may have said no. You may have given advice. There could be an air sign. Sagittarian energy here, or emotional balance. It's being patient. Defending your position, standing your ground. Possibly hostile. Page of Wands. You're still hopeful. Okay. Your strength. So you're enduring a situation here, trying to understand. Someone's hangman. They feel like they have no other choice. They're put into a situation where they can't. They try to see it differently. You're Queen of Wands. You're ready to take action. And the Lovers. Every time it comes up as a reconciliation. Like you're reconciling. There could be a person that's seeing a situation differently now. They have no other choice but to see it differently. They offer you the coin, or you're moving very slowly. Oh, there's someone saying, no, thank you. I don't want that. I don't want it. Refusing, saying I don't like it. The Sun. Okay. Happy, optimistic, growth, things that are not known, shared. 3 of Cups, other people, socially. A Page of Coin, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. 10 of Wands, taking all the responsibility, picking up everything. And there is a 6 of Cups, nostalgia for the past. Somebody's looking at the value, the worth, what's in it for them. You might be considering whether you can afford it. 8 of Rods, messaging all at once. The Moon, something was a secret or hidden. Wow, there is some upset ideas going through your mind or someone else's mind. There is an air sign or somebody challenging you. What's going on? 8 of Pentacles. Something is being very specific, worked on. And 10 of Swords. The ending of a situation. 2 of Swords. You don't have the information or the knowledge about this. Somebody's magician. They're trying to put it together, fix, arrange, or solve. You find out the truth about this situation. Getting up and going, ready. And then you come out as the hero's victory. Like getting the credit, taking the credit, showing off to others. Queen of Earth, 9 of Coin, or I'm sorry, independent action. Somebody's having like a luxurious lifestyle. And 4 of Swords. There's something where someone won't speak to that person. 9 of Cups. And this makes you happy. Like there's no discussion. There's no talking to this person. You're having to endure something that you don't like. The Temperance and the Strength. That's like, I'm having to manage my feelings and handle how I feel. And it makes me feel, or it's like, it makes me feel weak. So I have to continue. when a person is, someone around you is submerged in a situation that they have no control over, having an awakening. What do we have here for Aries again? Show us. They are Hangman, Nine of Coins, Sun. They come towards you, Knight of Coin, and there's a Four of Cups, or vice versa. You offer them something real, and they're like Four of Cups. Like, I don't want that. I don't like it. Maybe try not to take it personally. It's more of a test of your strength. So that would be the energy of having to be resilient. Emperor, taking charge, alpha energy, self-made, Four of Coins, something being held back, protected, blocked, Page of Cups, the Death, a Tower. Here's that fighting for something, being very combative. Earth sign Page, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Page energy again, a lot of messaging, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You want to continue, put up with, persist. You end up as wise and showing the way to someone. Again, like, it just keeps happening. You come out of this as taking the credit or showing that you overcame and you did well. Going public, making announcements. Look, and it's your strength. How is it you're so strong? And this makes you happy. Nine of Cups. This is what you wanted. Why? You feel the same way as someone else. You have a strong bond. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Feminine. Knight of Cups, reaching out with their feelings. And the Sun, something is revealed. A water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. What's going on there? Ten of Swords, somebody feels betrayed, or maybe you're offering condolences. I don't think we have here a King of Pentacles, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Yeah, there's something heartbreaking around an energy with an earth sign man. There's something depended on, counted on, shared equally. Eight of Swords. A prison of, someone feels like they're in a prison of their thoughts. There is Seven of Swords. There is a lie. There is dishonesty around this situation from a matriarch, a mom, or a mother figure. Something is specifically looked into. Why are you celebrating? You're happy and you're strong. Queen of Fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. Pick up the wand, ready, making a change, but then Four of Swords. No discussion, no talking, cutting off. Surprised. There's combative energy around a situation. There is a fight, a feud, or conflict. The challenge being Four of Pentacles. It was also Four of Cups before. That's like someone's blocking off or has blocked off an individual. I don't really see a change in the energies just quite yet. I thought there would be, but it's not there. It's just showing you come out of this as the Hermit. You're shedding light and spiritual wisdom on a situation for a bunch of people sending you messages, or it could be people younger than you. Page energy, which are messengers. Relaying information. We had all the zodiacs. All right, show us what's coming in for Aries. Seven of Cups. Confusing, or emotions are complicated. There's a variety of feelings about a situation. The Day of Judgment. The day of justice in the cross. The day, strength underlying, 3 major arcanas. Building a tower, causing rough waters, finding a witch or witchcraft. 9 of Swords, this is upsetting. 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. You've shown loyalty. Knight of Pentacles, coming in slow or an offer is being made. Your energy is immediate, like, okay, I have to do this right away. This person's 8 of Cups. They're like, I want to leave. I want out of here. You want 10 of Cups, or there is a 10 of Cups. Family energy, and there's a Tower. Okay. A World. Somebody is surprised by someone's success. And the Lovers. It is reconciled. What's the reconciling? The Hermit. Wisdom is shared. An air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And the Star. Hope, healing, and recovery. 6 of Air. Staying away from. Blocking off. Moving on from. Not speaking to someone. 8 of Pentacles. Something is developed. Specifically. Details. 6 of Wands. Again, it's like announced. This is like a public announcement. It's announced. Somebody could be in Hangman. Somebody could feel like they have no other choice but to leave or move out of a situation. The Moon. It is hidden in the dark. It is kind of spontaneous. Page of Swords. You find this out. Information being shared. 6 of Pentacles. You might be helping someone. You could be helping someone with money. Queen of Wands. You could be motivated to help someone. They're sending you messages. 8 of Fire. So around the messaging and around the information transfer, meaning what they say, there is dishonesty. It's like, well, I'm not going to tell you that little piece. You're in agreement with someone. 2 of Cups. You feel the same way as they do. You're like, that, yeah. There's fighting back. 7 of Wands. Fighting for something. Standing ground. An earth sign. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Having to understand or try to understand and manage your emotions when something is offered here. Ace of Pentacles. There is some swift moving information. Someone is trying to manipulate, maybe through their anger. 10 of Wands, or put pressure. 10 of Wands. An earth sign, feminine, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. This person is very disappointed. 5 of Cups. If these are the energies around you right now, take it as it resonates. If not, don't worry about it. I've been pulling energies, and this is how it's coming out. To be honest with many of you, I contacted this. I just went in my phone. I was in Manhattan Beach. I pulled up the phone on Apple and wrote in Botanica, because I've been to Botanicas many a time during my life growing up in LA and, you know, Hollywood area. And there's a lot of Botanicas, okay? So I looked up Botanica, and one spoke to me. It was like, there, go there. So it's called Botanica Luz del Dia. And I got a bunch of stuff, and long story short, I feel amazing. Like, it is just, I just feel very clear. And I feel like I had like some kind of clearing. I can't explain it. But let's see. Show us for Aries. What do they need to see? Gossip. There's some good juicy gossip. It's juicy. Enlightenment. So finding out things you didn't know. Ooh, we have the Death card. Completion. Somebody may have quit a job too, because I have workaholic underneath. Impatient. Somebody's very impatient. Despondent. Somebody's very despondent. Like they lose their mind. renewal. Oh, the Death card again. Release. And recovery. Justice. So somebody may have passed away. Not passed away. May have quit a job. Somebody could be in recovery, like in a hospital. In hospice. Bittersweet service. Oh my goodness. Okay. We have abundance. Complacency. What is going on here? Trickery. See how I said, like, whatever's going on here, there's some falseness around it. It's not true. Like, there's something around it where it's like, that's not true. That part's no. Rejection. Okay, there is rejection around this. Passion. Perfection. Complacent. Somebody's very complacent. Expansion. Isolation. And forgiveness. Okay. There could be someone in recovery from something. It could be 100 things. It could be somebody's in recovery from addictions, any kind, whatever. It could be somebody had a bad experience in some way and now they're in recovery. All right, let's see what else for Aries. Show us. High honor. A child. A child is honored. An official person. Somebody's working very hard. Waiting or expecting. Here's the thief. Yeah, somebody's not honest. There's something about travel for a woman. You don't want to get trapped. You could be receiving pay or money or something about unexpected income. Okay. There's the Lover. So there is something about a reconciliation. Distant horizons. There's something in the community and a message of concern, possibly about a mature woman. It's underneath. But the future position is the thief. So somebody is not being honest in this scenario. So that's what I have, Aries. Thank you, and I'll see you again next time.